Hey guys, so today we're doing Creole corn, which is a family recipe, one of my favorites. White rice and bell pepper chicken. This is just cut up chicken breast with bell peppers, marinated parsley, mesquite, Mrs. Dash, and my favorite Creole corn. Yeah, so let's get started. White rice, chicken, and of course the corn, bell peppers, and the bacon, and the brown sugar. So first we're going to start off with putting the pan. I told you guys this plenty of times. We're going to make sure the pan is hot before you put in the meat. Medium to low because I want to use the grease for that. Next we're going to use the whole corn and we're going to use the sweet corn. We're going to pour that into the pot. The pot was already hot, so you see a little sizzle on it. We're going to mix the whole corn and the sweet corn together on low, and we're going to let that simmer. Once again, you guys can use however many you guys want. I'm using 2 cans of whole corn and 2 cans of sweet corn because I do cook for about 10 people every time I cook. We're just going to mix that together and just let it simmer while we cook the bacon. I cook a whole pack of bacon because I really like bacon. My family likes bacon. And it's part of the flavor for this Creole corn that we're using. Make sure the pot is on very low. We don't want it to cook. We're just trying to make it simmer. These corns are already cooked. We're just gonna let it sit and go to the bacon. Here it is, maybe 4 or 5 minutes in. Flipping the bacon back and forth. Bacon makes its own grease. You do not need to put grease or any butter, anything on the pan before you put the meat in. I'm just gonna flip these over. I like them to be crunchy because at the end I'm going to crunch these up and add it to the corn. Once again, no oil or anything needed for bacon. Bacon makes its own grease. No seasoning. It already has a natural salt flavor to it. And make sure these are all cooked. Please make sure your meat is cooked all the way through. I took one out just to make sure. Once again, I want mine kind of crispy because I'm going to use this for the corn. And we're using the grease. Now here you can see they're all pretty much cooked with a little burnt on them. It's always good to overcook it a little bit because you don't want to get sick. I'm going to add bell peppers to that grease. It's kind of hot. So adding bell peppers to the bacon grease. It's all the way on low, but the pan is still hot. Add some more. These are just cut up diced bell peppers that I'm using. All of this is making its own flavor. We're gonna let that simmer for maybe 1 to 2 minutes, not long at all. We don't want to cook it. It's just for flavor. Stirring that up. So here we go. We're gonna add that grease as well as the bell peppers into the corn. Bear with me, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. See, I've crunched all the bacon up with my hands. You can cut it if you want, it doesn't matter. Add the bacon. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good. And this is half a cup of brown sugar. You can do as much as you'd like to your own liking. I don't really like that much because I don't want it to be too sweet. But this is just brown sugar, and then we're going to use Alfredo sauce. Once again, to your own liking, you can do as much as you want. And you're just gonna, the fire has been on the whole time. You're just gonna mix all this together and let it simmer. Mix it all the way together. You're just gonna basically just keep flipping it. Make sure the pieces at the bottom, everything is evenly flipped. And make sure all that's flipped. It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell this. All these seasons and flavors mixed together. Pot is going to be on the whole time while I finish the remainder. I'm just going to add a little bit more brown sugar. I usually taste test it as I go just because eyeballing stuff is not the way. I don't have measuring cups. I just kind of like go along with when I cook. I just taste it as I'm cooking. Look at that. It's so good. Mixing all of this together. The pan is on. We're going to leave the pan on really, really low. It's just going to simmer and just get heated up. All that's mixed in. Doesn't that look so beautiful? Just cover that, let it simmer. Now we're on to the chicken. I like this marinade for like maybe an hour or so. I have a light oil in the pan already, olive oil. And this is just some butter. This is a tablespoon of butter. Just gives it a little bit of flavor and it's not going to stick as much to the bottom of the pan. Make sure that's all the way melted down. And then here we go. I'm just going to lay the pieces of chicken in there. I'm going to let these cook for about 4 minutes on each side. Maybe a little longer depending on how thick, how fast it cooks really. Once again, these chicken that I just had chicken breasts and I diced them up. And I cut up onions and bell peppers just for the flavor of the seasoning. I season this with some sweet, my favorite sweet Creole seasoning, some black pepper, parsley flakes, and some Mrs. Dash. Some of these are chicken breasts and then some of them are strips. I usually do the strips for the kids and then me and my sisters and my mom get some chicken breast pieces. So we're just gonna let that sit. Pretty much done. It's 4 minutes. We're gonna flip them. Look how pretty that is. I always like to eyeball the chicken, usually when it's like a golden brown. And you can kind of see around the edges that it's fully cooked. It just needs to cook on the other side. Just flip these over. We're gonna let these sit for about 4 to 5 minutes. The fire is on a medium high. Add some more bell peppers on top, just for flavoring. It's all just a preference. And here we go. These are done. Just gonna take these out. And once again, the pan is on a medium high. With light olive oil, a tablespoon of butter. I can't believe it's not butter. I don't really use the other margarine. And then I'm going to scoop out these bell peppers. Look how pretty that is. That's beautiful, right? I'm going to scoop these bell peppers out because they're kind of burning. I only use it for the seasoning. Let me get a spoon. I do not use the right cooking utensils, you guys. I work with what I have. This is what I have to work with, but it still gets the job done. I'm going to add the chicken breast in 4 minutes. Turn them over. Same thing. This looks so pretty. I love cooking chicken breast. It's like my go-to meat. Once again, we're just going to flip them every 4 to 5 minutes. I don't like to double flip. I added some parsley. These are pretty much done. Just letting them get a little extra crunch on the other side. See how beautiful that is? I also cut up some lemons and added it to the top because I like to squeeze lemon on the chicken. It gives it great flavor. Chicken breast done. Look at that. Voila, that's so fast and easy. Beautiful chicken. A little bit of thyme and parsley flakes. So great, so good. I wish you guys could smell this. Now back to the instant rice. I just boiled 4 cups of water with butter and I'm gonna add the white rice. Do not pour the rice in if the water's not boiling. The water, please, it has to come to a boil. Make sure all the rice is wet and then we're just gonna cover it. Turn the fire all the way off. And then cover it and we let it sit and it cooks itself for 5 minutes. there we go. Creole corn, bell pepper, chicken breast, and white rice.